Hello everyone, welcome back to my new video. Today I am flying from Dublin to Doha via Qatar Airways. It's been a very hectic Friday morning. Start off like it was sprinkling as well. It's quite cold in Dublin, and then we were waiting for the bus, Dublin Express, but unfortunately the first bus that got to us, it was like they were full. Like there's no way for us to put in our big luggages in, so then we move on. We had to wait for another 5 minutes for the other bus. Then when we got on the bus, straight away to the airport, I had to drop off my cousin at Terminal 2. By the way, at Dublin Airport for international departure, there are two terminals, 1 and 2. They're close to each other, but separate airlines, they use separately. For example, Qatar is in Terminal 1 right now, and Aer Lingus and United Airlines and Emirates, they do at Terminal 2. So I have to do that. Unfortunately, our baggage, there's a lot of stuff, so we have to rearrange something. I help her, she helped me. Once that's done, I have to sprint to Terminal 1 to pick up my sister as well. She went there because we got to our terminal separately, and then the lovely people at Qatar Airways help us. Thanks to my work, I have priority check-in, priority lounge boarding as well, so everything's all good. So we check in, everything was nice. We do have a baby traveling with us, like a small girl. She's 1.5, and yeah, so and also we got fast track as well, which is like that real quick, but due to the traffic, the amount of people at Dublin Airport, we have to wait a little bit for the security. There is no immigration, surprisingly, so I found a surprise. Today is Black Friday, everyone travels. I don't know, maybe it's a normal Friday here, maybe it's closer to the holiday season. Right now I am at the East Lounge, which is it's about 5-minute walk from the gate that we're supposed to leave at 3:05, I believe, to Doha. So I'm going to do a separate video on the lounge experience. This is one of the smallest lounge, actually. It's not owned by Qatar Lounge. Normally when I am at the Doha Airport, I would use the Platinum Lounge, which is fantastic. Anyway, I cannot wait to share my experience flying from Dublin to Doha with you guys, so let's go to the gate together. Right now I am on my way to the gate, 3:05 on my left. So you can see some plane as well. Look at that. That's
Moments later.
Finally, we are at the gate 3:05, traveling to Doha. It was quite a walk from the lounge, a good 5 to 7 minutes. Normally I would do it, it's not that far, but today for some reason I couldn't do it. Like I'm out of breath. I guess because I'm under the weather as well. It's cold, hot. Cannot wait to hop on this plane and get started.
Attention all passengers on British Airways flight delay 18 to remain seated until you're called to board. Boarding will be announced by the zone number indicated on your boarding pass. We wish you a pleasant flight with Qatar Airways, member of the One World Alliance. Thank you.
Special shout out to the staff member. She was so lovely. She's taking care of us from the beginning of us checking in until us getting on board. The onboard experience was so lovely. I simply cannot wait to go on board and experience this flight. We are boarding now.
life jacket. Only use it in case of emergency. Touch wood, that doesn't happen. And do not tamper with. Just leave it in the yeah. After landing, the crew will collect.
A little bit of a drama here. Earlier, before we were checking in, I went into the seat layout and then I pre-booked myself and my sister and my niece in the middle of the plane, right? So then we could pre-select our seat together in the middle of the plane, because when we came from Australia to Doha, we had the bulk seat, but unfortunately we did not really enjoy it, so we decided to go with the normal seat. To our surprise, when we were checking in, the lady told us that unfortunately it's automatically put you into the bulkhead seat. I was like, no, I actually pre-booked this. I had this number and this number. How come it's like that? And she was like, no, there's nothing we could do. So here we are, we were allocated 10E and 10F. We were in the middle section. There were 3 seats, my sister to my right and another baby to my left. However, there is a silver lining. We actually got to use the extra storage in front of my feet. It was quite spacious, to be honest. I had no idea that this existed before. We put our baby stuff into the storage and then lock it. It was so useful. So I guess we made the best use of the situations. You know, I was quite disappointed to hear that my pre-selected seat were overwritten by the airline and to put all the crying babies into one row. So my niece, God bless her, she was so wonderful to travel with. Unfortunately, the other 3 babies, there were 2 small babies and another girl as well, but they were so uncomfortable that they start to fuss around all the time. Anyway, it is what it is. This is how you travel with small kids, unfortunately.
Baggage should be securely stowed in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front of you. Take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may fall out. Anyone may be required to release the mask by pulling on the coloured flag marked bolts. Place the mask over the mouth. To help with the final preparations for takeoff, please ensure your seat is in a fully upright position. Your window shade is open or set to the clear position. Your tray table and footrest are stowed and your seatbelt is fastened. Now all that's left to do is sit back, relax and enjoy your flight with Qatar Airways.
few moments later.
The first meal was served. There were two options. The left was beef and the right was chickens. For me, I ordered the soy chicken and rice. I love me some rice because it is stable. It's suitable for my palate, so I could enjoy it. I actually love airplane foods, and they paired off with some really nice cake and the potato salad. I was not a big fan for this potato salad. It was quite whole and they serve it with pea as well, so not a big fan. The rice and the chicken was very nice, so good. I loved it so much, and they seasoned it quite well. I finished the whole lot, and it was quite difficult to eat as well because I had two trays of food in front of me while I have to balance one and eat with the others. The second meal, it was my sister's. She did not particularly like airplane food, so she gave it to me. It was beef and some mashed potato with some carrots and cauliflowers as well, I believe. It was okay, but so as it was cooling down, it started to taste a little bit not too good. So after the lovely meal, I headed to the wash facility. It was quite clean, wonderful. They had everything that we need over there, but in terms of the size, it was a little bit smaller than the A380 that I had from Australia to Doha.
Of 19 degrees Celsius. The local time is currently showing 11 p.m. in the evening. On behalf of all the crew, we wish you a very pleasant stay in Doha or a smooth onward journey.
Seatbelt sign is switched on. Please remain in your seat with the seatbelt fastened. All washrooms will be locked and our flight crew will pass shortly.
معكم عند نزولكم من الطائرة.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.
I was so surprised to see that we actually had to take the bus to get to the terminal. But here's the good thing, they did not pack us like a sardine, so that was quite good as well. People can still move and like do other stuff. But unfortunately, the bus ride was so long. It was about 10 to 15 minutes. It was quite long, and I don't know why they do that. Like just driving around and around until we got to the terminal. Overall, my flight experience was okay. I would put this at about 6. It could have been a 7. Big shout out to the flight crew as well. They were so lovely. The lady that I had serving us was so lovely. She was taking care of us tentatively, and she knew that we had small kids. Obviously there were kids in our row, so she like just keep giving us this and that, and it was wonderful and I really enjoyed it. The food was lovely as well. I wish I could eat more. The only other thing that I wish that they could do was a proper second meal, because I love me some extra food, but unfortunately we only had the chicken pastry. So this is it. I'll see you in the next travel vlog. I just landed in Doha. That is the iconic stuffed animal. So let's go and find the Platinum Lounge together, shall we?